Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel, to this video. If you're new, nice to meet you. It's not like I have a lot of people subscribers or anything, but hi, nice to meet you. This is probably the first time that you're hearing me talk, and that's why it feels a little bit awkward because I don't even know who will end up watching this. And yeah, by the way, if I make any mistakes, especially when it comes to pronouncing some of the idols' names that I'll mention, apologies in advance. I don't mean any harm or disrespect. It's just that I like a lot of the people that I'm gonna mention, a lot of groups and artists, but I'm only a casual listener, and because of that, I don't really watch content outside of music related content, and that's why I'm not that familiar with their names when it comes to some groups. And yeah, so this is gonna be me listing down my top 21 releases of 2021. And honestly, I think it was a pretty solid year for Korean music. I like a lot of songs, a few albums as a whole were really nice. I discovered a few new artists here and there. So overall, I think I cannot complain. It was a great year. And yeah, without further ado, these are my 21 favorite releases of 2021. I hope you enjoy, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I wasn't too fond of Woosok's debut last year with Red Moon, but Sugar blew me away. It's just bubblegum pop greatness. It's such a playful and colorful song with the bright piano, and he sounds so cheeky in the chorus, which adds an adorable touch to the track. I love how he's basically talking in a comparatively lower tone right before he goes way higher in the hook. And the breathy vocals for the post-chorus part are so much fun to listen to, so that when you memorize the lyrics, you have a blast singing along to that part. Yeah, I think overall Woosok absolutely smashed it with Sugar. Not only the song, but also everything around it. The styling, for example, I love this white look with his pink and fluffy hair. He looks amazing. There's also another track on the same EP which is called Next. Next is a little more serious, a little darker, not as bright and poppy as Sugar, but also quite amazing. So I think if you wanna check out Woosok's versatility, you should also give Next a listen, because if my list was a little bit longer, that track would have appeared here as well. Like, definitely, it's so good. I love the way he sings the hook in that track. I'm curious to see how Woosok's solo career will evolve in the future.
I'm trying to find a way out. 그리 쉽진 않아. 갇힌 듯해. 제자리 같지만 달리고 있어 like toy. 멈출 수는 없어.
There are songs that grab you from the get-go, and Bad Dream is the ultimate example of that amongst all the 2021 releases. I don't remember any song's literal first note being as intriguing as Bad Dreams, and I think Bae Young plays an important role there because he is such a unique vocalist. Also, I'm a huge fan of the back and forth between him and Sunghyun, and overall Bad Dream is just bathing in dreamy attributes from start to finish. The verses feel a little bit lighter, brighter, but right when we enter the hook, it's when everything switches from a, let's say, good dream to an actual nightmare. Also, according to the official lyrics, they say it can't be true throughout the song, but either the lyrics are lying or they did some black magic type of vocal editing, because to me it literally sounds like I can't wake up.
It's all just a bad, bad, bad dream. It's all just a bad, bad, bad dream. It should be the bad, bad, bad dream. Shouldn't be, shouldn't be. 눈 감으면 들려 보여 선명해져 네가 내가.
Sometimes all you need is an authentic vocalist and an impactful melody. I will never forget the first time I've listened to Break Me. It was definitely a special musical experience. There's not much that I can say about this song. The star of it is undeniably Boa's vocal performance. Kimbo is a musical duo that I've discovered this year, and apart from Break Me, Boa's solo track, I also like Whatever, which shows their a little bit more fun side. This song is amazing. It grabs me, it gets under your skin, makes you feel things. And if a song achieves that and is able to move me emotionally, then I will probably never get tired of the song. If you need a motivation boost, Runner is the track to put on. People that know me are probably saying I knew it in their head because it's Baekhyun, and I love me some Baekhyun. The strings, the electro sounds, the ad-libs during the rap parts, which are also quite amazing by the way, come together to create this musical explosion. Whoever thought of adding the choir to the background better get a raise. Is a fan song, but it's a different kind of fan song. It kind of feels sad and regretful. The hook is incredibly catchy and so easy to sing along to. I think the members that convey this song's feelings better than anyone else are In-sung with his desperate color. The way he emphasizes his words is actually very smart, and Yute with the breathy tone, and when he says don't want to be stopping or why you give up, he adds so much impact to the letter P that it's there's no way that you cannot notice it. Also, I'm usually more into singers, but I have to give credit to Zuho and Youngmin because they absolutely smashed their part. I personally love listening to the song when I'm driving in my car on my own because singing along to that hook feels so liberating. You actually have to stop whatever you're doing right now and put on Believer by SF9, give it a listen, and like by the second time you're listening to the chorus, you will just automatically sing along.
숨이 막혀와 탁탁탁 숨이 막혀와 탁탁탁 Don't wanna be stopping Oh why you give up 참을 수 없는 고통이야 숨이 막혀와 탁탁탁 숨이 막혀와 탁탁탁 You wanna the reason You make me wanna believe 날 포기하지 않아 일어났던 new start 네가 보고 있는 작은 점을 수만 년 전에 너에게 보낸 나의 빛이 바랜 채로 죽어가는 모든 의미를 담은 지금이야
I'm a sucker for songs that contain lyrical metaphors with the universe, especially the moon. The moon symbolizes such a magical place for me, and Cosmos is a song that only feels complete when you read the lyrics while listening, and they are absolutely gorgeous and heartbreaking that I've shed some tears. Pair those beautiful words with Youngun's bittersweet singing. He is a genius storyteller that truly understands what the main composer's intention is with each song. It doesn't matter if he's the one that largely produced and composed the track, or if he is singing what his other bandmates created. He gets every song and he knows what emotions he has to make the listener feel. So pair his fantastic singing with an one wee-esque bittersweet melody and you have the perfect melancholic product. Shout out to Kang Hyun for being one of my favorite lyricists. From the Little Prince inspired Regulus to Cosmos. He's actually insane.
근점에서 시작된 나는 저 문학적인 시간을 들이고서 갈 곳을 잃은 것들을 모아 나만의 우주를 만들어냈어 점을 따라서 늙어가며 펼쳐지는 수많은 별자리 사이 지그시 너를 바라던 작은 꽃의 전체라는 이름을 지을게 서울의 한 거리에 오르막길 한가운데 아주 높이 보이는 꿈에서 본 대저택
Here comes the first song of 2021 that I fell in love with. Oh my god, what a fun track this is. It's not that versatile, it's a rather monotonous beat with a few elements here and there, but I have the time of my life whenever I listen to it. I want to thank Luxury Big House for introducing me to the super talented artist that Boyhood is. He is crazy. He writes, produces, and composes all of his stuff on his complete own at the age of 22. He's an independent singer, songwriter, composer, and producer that I think he plays at around 11 instruments or something. And just a musician that deserves so much more recognition for his unique style. I also love Mad Kid and Retro Love, two other great songs. Please give this young man a chance, you will not regret it.
언덕 위 nice view like a 별장 손때 묻지 않은 자연 속 풀장 Justin Bieber 니던 데 살까 안 혼자만 있어도 영감을 받아 나의 집은 루브르 박물관 같이 모두가 눈이 휘둥그레져 버린 디자인 가끔 상상을 하네 저 달이 밝게 비출 때 저 끝없이 펼쳐진 뷰 파노라마 같은 지금 청량한 하늘과 바람과 너와 나 가끔은 불안하고 또 때로는 흔들려도 그조차 한편의 영화가 될 거야 시네마 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 설레어 벅차고 눈부셔 여기 너와 나
I read The Night Circus this year, and to everyone who knows the book, this song makes me feel like I'm walking through the tents of the night circus, enjoying my chocolate and cinnamon drink while experiencing the magic that this circus of the dream has to offer. Cinema is just magic with the heavenly harmonies, a very dreamy pre-chorus with an atmospheric vibe that makes you feel like you're floating in the galaxy, followed by a refreshing hook with some powerful vocals. I appreciate Sunghoon adding more flavor to this track with his vocal runs. Overall, a very comforting track that welcomes you in a big warm hug.
Give me a love, love, love. Give me a love.
And we're jumping right onto the next comforting song. This time presented to you by none other than 17. 17 had an amazing year. They released multiple great songs, but Heaven's Cloud is the type of track that you'd hear when you enter heaven. Super light and soft, like a piece of feather, slowly floating in the sky as it softly touches the ground. Beautiful falsettos coming especially from Woozi. I'm in love with how the members, my favorite being Joshua, lead you to the chorus. It's a short moment of instrumental silence that makes you concentrate on the singers only. And when the beat drops afterwards, I visualize a big, colorful explosion of every shade of pink that exists. Also, let's talk about the part where Woozi goes, I just want you to stay with you. That part feels so heartwarming and sincere that you can literally hear him smile. And the final a cappella, Give Me Your Part, is the cherry on top.
Give me a love, cloud. Give me a love cloud. 끝도 없이 너는 lion breakdown. 불이 꺼진 맘에 드리운 밤에 너를 찾았다니 chaser. 난 너를 찾았다니 chaser. 나를 감싸는 어둠에 난 빛을 보내 다시 또 너에게 눈이 멀어져 가는데 I don't mind.
Chaser is what's on fire. We all know that Sunyeon can sing, but the versatility he shows here is what makes this song so amazing for me personally. On one side, he sounds so soft and chill when he sings the lines Plastic Love. On the other side, he goes absolutely crazy with his aggressive singing when a dirty guitar and powerful drums kick in. He lives the song. He's the only songwriter, which doesn't surprise me because his performance feels so authentic. He's not acting or reciting any other person's words. And last but not least, this song is the perfect example of an amazing teamwork between instrumentals and vocals. Sungyeon's singing relies on the instrumentals as much as the instrumentals rely on Sungyeon's singing. They complete each other.
Please don't tell me a lie, 나의 가면 멀어지는 너는 bittersweet love 달이 뜨면 내게로 끝도 없이 너는 lion breakdown 불이 꺼진 맘을 들이운다 난 너를 찾아 달릴 chaser 난 너를 찾아 달릴 chaser 얼어붙은 내 입술 옆끝에 맴돌아 불러봐도 그 이름 차가운 이때만 낯선 이름에 깃든 운명을 무언가 알 수 없어 이미들 하얗게 맺혀가
I wish I could relive listening to Frost for the first time. This song is madness. You know something crazy is awaiting you when you hear Hyunin Kai laugh like a maniac? And he definitely carried this song alongside with Taehyun. They were not afraid to go all in. Taehyun challenged his inner rock star this year. Also, someone who improved so much since the start of TXT's career is Subin. Subin definitely understands his voice better now. In an industry where I feel like a new group debuts every week, TXT still manages to stand out musically. They explore territories that haven't been discovered yet in the musical world of K-pop. With every release, you know that there'll be at least one song that will make you go, okay, what? Frost is a mindfuck. Frost is a pure chaos. Frost feels like the moment a person reaches insanity.
차가운 입김만 낯선 이름에 깃든 운명을 무언가 알 수 없어 이미들 하얗게 맺혀가 같은 밤 허나 하늘은 밝다 수많은 야수를 따라 방긋이 되찾은 감각 이제 너의 손을 잡아 너가 준 오로라는 항상 그 보라색을 띠고 나를 지나갈 때도 I got this on my way oh, oh. It crossed over my head Go ahead
Aurora is the type of song that gets better with each listen. It's an incredible track that slowly gains momentum and finally explodes in the hook. Youngwon's performance is on point as always, but I also have to point out the other two singers, especially Sia. I feel like he always adds some edge to One We's tracks, so he did amazing in this one. The instrumentals go crazy, Kangyeon's guitar performance is out of this world, and the drums hit your ear with so much impact that you feel like you're literally feeling them in your bones. I had a high school friend who's called Aurora, and I had not contact with her for a few years. So when this song came out, I sent her the link, and we got into conversation. That was a nice moment. And overall, I can say that One We had an amazing year. This is their second song on my list, and I'm looking forward to hearing more of their stuff because they have not disappointed me once so far.
불러줘 어두운 밤 빛으로 넌 좀 남아줘 찾게 될 걸 everyday 중독돼 이미 넌네 맘을 더 섞어놔 이제 난 김없이 계속 원하게 돼 어지른 머리 need somebody 이끌려 내게 이미 좀 더 자극적인 매 순간들이 강렬해 what we gon' need 떠올린 my dish I'm the one what you want what you want what you want I got it I'm the one what you want what you want what you want I got it
I thought K-pop was done with the Latin-inspired sound, but NCT Dream took such a different approach to it that Hot Sauce stands out and feels innovative. It's not the stereotypical Latin sound. They added the NCT twist to it without exaggerating. The guitars, the percussions, everything sounds super refreshing. The song literally starts at 100 with the group chants, which are so cool, by the way. I gotta admit though that the fact that it's so high pitched might turn off some people, but I don't mind it because I love the contrast that it creates with the Spanish vocal sample. Also, my favorite part has to be the beautiful pre-chorus with the bright guitar. Overall, I really enjoy the texture changes in this track, and the breakdown towards the end gives you the last push before we enter a what I like to call a beautiful mess, because we have rapping, singing lines here and there, and not to forget a lot of ad-libs. So it's a mess. It's a beautiful, colorful mess.
한 손에 너를 가득 담은 채 나른하게 눈을 감고 의미해 I got it, yeah I want it oh, oh yeah, yeah 판단은 필요 없어 이럴 땐 타고 내려 내 몸에 넌 이렇게 I got it, yeah I want it oh, oh, oh yeah, yeah
All it took for me to like this song was a Twitter edit. I heard the first 2 seconds and immediately knew, okay, this is it. Now, I did not expect it to be a shiny song though, so finding that out was a pleasant surprise. This song is exactly what it wants to be, sexy. It's a sexy reggae dance track, and Key owns the song. His raspy and attractive voice fits the concept so well, and he also even comes off as a little bit naughty with the vocal fries that he uses. But apart from him, I also like Onyu's interpretation of the chorus. I mean, there's not one member that feels lackluster, but those 2 just stand out to me personally the most. And if there's one thing that SM is definitely good at and way better than the other labels, it's the mixing of group chants. They do the layering of each member's vocals perfectly. It's the case here with Body Rhythm, but other songs that also stand out for their amazing group vocals are, for example, Riding by NCT Dream, Runaway by EXO, and Red Velvet's Sunny Side Up.
Body rhythm 달콤히 내 손 잡고 춤을 추면 돼 지금 on my mind Won't you follow my body rhythm Come and follow my body rhythm 계속 따라와 봐 끌리고 있잖아 Give up, give up, give up 해변이 있어 나의 눈꼬리 끝에 뜨겁게 차오른 물방울이 스며든 탓에
There are songs with no purpose, just produced for charting matters, songs for fans, and songs from the artist to the artist. Illa Illa feels like a gift from BI to BI. I felt like I was interrupting a very personal moment the first time I've listened to this, because this song is about him and him alone. So it only feels right and makes sense that this is BI's comeback to the industry after a few years. I love this song. I love how honest and raw it feels. I love how feeling it feels. I love how he incorporates the waves and beach concept into the song with the bird sounds and the wave samples. I love how he uses the beach as a metaphor when he sings, "At the end of my sleeves is a beach, cause I wiped out the water flowing on both cheeks," instead of simply saying that he cries. His voice has such a nostalgic quality to it that it makes me feel sad, happy, hopeful, and free at the same time. The outro is when he's talking to himself and realizes that he might fail, but he will always get back on his feet. Also, I cannot stop my commentary without mentioning the credit scene in the music video. I have never seen a credit scene as beautiful as that. I literally got goosebumps the first time I watched it because I did not expect it. The sound waves, whoever thought of adding the sound waves, it might feel like a simple gesture to some people, but I find it quite genius with all the wave and beach metaphors that he ended up adding the sound waves of his vocals.
끝에 If you want a chance, be not afraid 의미 없어 보이는 시간 사이 여전히 넌 여기서 숨 쉬죠 그대의 작은 심장 소리가 뛰어들면 깊게 박힌 두려움만 꺼내들어 We can't fire emotion 날 삼키는 trauma 이것 따윈 shut up 더 높이 쌓아올라 식어가는 열기로 friend of
If you want to change, be not afraid is N.Flying's message to the listener with Moonshot. Just like Runner, Moonshot is supposed to motivate you and make you believe in yourself. The main difference here though is, and that's why I love this song so much, it's the way they deliver the message. You know, instead of following the cliche and inspirational, oh, you can achieve everything if you believe in yourself agenda, we have Heesung aggressively telling you to get up, stop being a lazy person and get shit done or nothing will change. At least that's what I feel when I hear his singing. If you want to change, be not afraid. And I love that. Heesung is without a doubt one of, if not the best vocalists in the K-pop scene right now. And I know that technically N.Flying are in K-pop, but they're a Korean band with a pop rock sound, so I'll leave it at that. And he has so much attitude in his voice and sounds so commanding and bossy that I love the confidence boost, especially during the last hook. But he also doesn't forget to deliver his well-known soft vocals right during the bridge. On the other side, my man Seung-yup fills so much space with his grandiose vocals when he harmonizes with Heesung during the chorus, and that's how he creates a great counterpart to Heesung. Seung-yup is honestly a very interesting artist because he has his own signature and fun way to rap that you don't even expect him to be so good at singing, or vice versa. It depends if he sings or raps first in a song. And last but not least, the drums, the guitar, every instrument has its purpose and contributes to the greatness of Moonshot. Every member fills their role, every member delivers, every member, they understand the song, they understand the message and the way they want to deliver the message. Honestly, I love N.Flying so much. I feel like they're just mind-blowingly amazing. How on earth does one group shake the industry with their first comeback like that? Drunk Days is still a big question mark to me because I cannot put into words how I feel about this song. Hypnotizing vocals, distortion effects, harmonies, and even some sinister vibes, they definitely make the listener feel like they're in the middle of a party enjoying the rush. You definitely feel like you're in a daze, so the text painting here is quite fascinating. Jungwon is the perfect natural voice texture for this concept, and I feel like the producers were aware of that, so they kinda edited the other members' vocals to the point that basically everyone sounds like Jungwon. It's really hard for me to differentiate the voices because everything feels weirdly connected and mixed, but that also makes me think maybe that was done on purpose. Maybe we cannot point out a beginning or an end on purpose to highlight the day state that this song is about. Because when you're in a rush, you're not clearly aware of what's happening around you. My absolute favorite part though is the outro. The outro part is so captivating. It's crazy. I love how the song just ends at 100. There's no slowing down. There's nothing that prepares you for the end. It just literally ends. This was an amazing comeback. Not only the song but also the music video. the styling, the choreo and the way they perform. I also have to point out the great facial expressions. The acting in the music video is amazing, especially Heesung. He really impressed me a lot this comeback.
네가 날 볼 때면 yeah, yeah, 몸이 떨린다고 내 손이 닿으면 거미같이 넌 날 가둬놓고 말지 엉켜있는 우리가 헤어나지 못하게 거미같이 어질 속이만 즐겁지 싫은 척해도 baby 난 좋아 baby.
A moment of silence for what we've just witnessed. He really went from low to extremely high and breathy to sharp and powerful in the span of 20 seconds. Hoshi sounded like three completely different people in a span of 20 seconds. And for everyone who doesn't know me, Hoshi is actually my favorite member in 17 with Vernon, so I've always paid extra attention to him because I saw the potential, and to me he is what I call the perfect package. He can sing, he can even rap, and his dancing is so captivating. The thing is, the song itself is not even that innovative or a new sound, but Hoshi takes it and makes it his playground. A playground where he showcases the insane flexibility of his voice. He sounds so delicate and rich that the song feels so intimidating. It's like you're in a gallery and you see this fascinating painting that you know is so expensive and fragile that you're scared one touch, even one soft touch will destroy it. Also a round of applause for Woozi because he is listed as the main composer, and this song doesn't sound like any 17 song, and I know pretty much all of 17's discography. I truly hope that Spider was the start of an amazing solo career that Hoshi will have. I am 100% sure that he will keep delivering.
너와 같이 이곳에 머물고 싶지 엉켜있는 우리가 헤어나지 못하게 셀 수 없는 이끌림이 너무 좋아 싫은 척해도 baby 난 좋아 baby. Just a moment baby don't need words. Clock is ticking over us. Whoa, look at us, we're prowling like animals. Ay. Here we are about to lose control. 그대 기지와 paradise. 여기 뻔히 kiss make me paralyzed. 에라부노 사부 그런 놈이 like whoa. Alright, running out of time, let me do my thing. 같이 미게 해 다리에. Running out of time, let me do my thing. Take it, don't matter now. 시간은 와 rush. 매일 숨만 say hush.
A non-curious cat, if you're watching this, thank you for recommending me this masterpiece. Hush is flawless. Every note, every line, every beat makes sense and doesn't feel out of place. This is a Japanese song and I'm listing down my favorite Korean tracks, but I'm so obsessed with this song that I made an exception. It's just mind-blowingly good. It's so alluring, it pulls you in and has you in a trance for 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Hush feels like you're walking in a hallway with dim lights, walking into nowhere. There's no end, just the vocals whispering in your ear and making you keep walk. The uncomplicated instrumentals take a step back and put the vocals into the spotlight. And the vocals, man, dare I say that they're perfect. The humming goes from soulful to fragile. The more baritone qualities, especially Sonu's part, fit so smoothly amongst the tenor members' and lips. The vocal fries, the belting, the vocal runs, the breathy and whispery notes, they all come together to create this perfect puzzle. The singing here actually sounds more like a Western production. A group that comes to my mind is, for example, Pretty Much. Every member performs immaculately. There's not a single line that irritates the listener, and on top of that, the members come together to perform the chorus in unison and once again do a perfect job. The vocal layering is just fantastic. This song is stroking my ears whenever I listen to it. Seriously, I don't think anyone could be capable of disliking it.
I'm looking for the editor. 이 밤을 끝내줘. I'm begging for the editor. 깨끗이 지워줘. Please let me go. 긴 어둠 속 날 꺼내줘. Just let me go. I'm looking for the editor.
A standing ovation for Kang Daniel for this work of art. Antidote is more than a song. Antidote is a story. It feels so heavy and suffocating, but it's also incredibly mesmerizing. It's like a musical where the protagonist is on stage, completely alone, giving up, suffering, and crying for help. Kang Daniel is begging to be free. And yet the way he sings Please Let Me Go sounds so beautiful and cathartic. It all starts in his chest voice, reflecting the lyrics about coldness and darkness. His breath management is impeccable in the first verse. The inhale singing makes his performance come off as more mysterious and adds determination to it. He is ready to fight whatever he is fighting against. But then he starts showing the first signs of desperation when he belts out, I try to run away. And notice how he says more. Just like the oh in the first part, but this time he adds a significant amount of air to his vocals. I love the contrast the guitar creates with his light vocals during the hook. The line, Please Let Me Go, is so airy, it feels like he is screaming into the void, but no one is listening to him. He's begging to be heard. The instrumentals are impactful and yet do not outshine Daniel's singing. But I love how they get their spotlight with the outro. And shout out to the acoustic guitar after the first hook, it's mixed beautifully. The harmonies add to the cathartic experience. And I love how he performs the line, Please Cleanse It All in Korean. I think that part is probably the emotional climax for me personally. It gives me goosebumps. Followed by the ad-libs in form of vocal runs. God, they're so impactful. There's one that is just crazy and it's even better when performed live. I will insert a clip right here. That was just fantastic. It's phenomenal, I think. And I also appreciate how the rap part gives you a taste of how versatile Kang Daniel is. He reached all those higher and breathy notes while also performing in a lower register. To sum it up, I love Daniel singing in this, from A to Z. And now let's talk a little bit about the message. Antidote can actually be interpreted in different ways. He might be singing about the public eye watching his every step and criticizing him, or maybe even fans that are sick and show obsessive behavior. Or, and that's what makes the most sense to me, his so-called inner demons, which is a common theme. He might be fighting a darker inner part of himself, because he says that he's looking for the antidote. An antidote is a chemical substance that neutralizes the effects of another drug or poison, So he must be poisoned by something in order to seek for the antidote. At least that's what I personally think. And one thing I want to mention about the music video is the scene where he is running away from someone or something. And I love the plain white t-shirt look with his relatively bright and natural hair color, also the light makeup. That fit looks so innocent and pure that you wonder what that innocent boy might be fleeing from. I kinda see parallels between Antidote and Yoongi's intro Shadow. Who knows, that song might have been the inspiration for Antidote. I just want to say that I love and respect Kang Daniel's vision as a solo artist. He did a whole 180 after 101 had disbanded. So many great and authentic releases, and I'm at a point where I get really excited when Kang Daniel comeback news surface. Anyways, everything that I mentioned before makes Antidote the best and my personal favorite song of 2021. And by miles, by the way.
Just let me go. 어두운 밤에나 홀로 한계치를 넘어선 더 끝이 없는 어둠엔 That's real talk 몸부리치는 것도 무의미해지는 것 지독한 밤들을 어서 지워줘 Antidote I'm looking for the antidote 이 밤을 끝내줘 I'm begging for the antidote 깨끗이 지워줘 깨끗이 지워줘
And that concludes my list. Thank you all so much for watching this video if you made it until this far. I'm really curious to know if some of these songs were also your favorite songs, or if they were songs that you didn't know before but you liked and you downloaded after watching these videos. I would love to get into a conversation in the comments. Also, please mention your favorite songs. I'm gonna listen to all of them. I really love discovering new artists and new tracks that I don't know. So yeah, your recommendations are very welcome. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.